इतना सफर, कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर देखा। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी, एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानपुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सबकी अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन बस इतना सा है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
Good afternoon, one and all. A warm welcome to Business Opportunity with Chai webinar series. We welcome each one of you to 245th edition of this episode. This is a digital representation for the brand of the day, where our aim and objective is to present the correct, complete understanding about the brands. We do not endorse any particular brand. Franchise India is the platform which has helped thousands of investors in getting the business solutions from our side. And we truly claim that no one sells more business than us, because we have helped international and national brands to expand their business with our 70 plus offices. We welcome management team of Franchise India, Mr. Gaurav Maria, along with our second panel member, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary. The flow of the webinar will first invite brand to represent and showcase their brand, and will take all your queries. The brand which we are bringing and representing for each one of you is Let Live. It's a fast fashion retail chain developed in Sweden. They are already operational with 26 stores in India with 4,000 plus premium products. And if I talk about the consumer, once you enter into their store, it's an inspiration and lifetime experience for each one of you. And we welcome Ms. Chaya, who is representing this brand. Thank you so much, Chaya ma'am, for joining us today. I'll share the PPT for you so that we can have presentation from your side. Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Mr. Maria. Good afternoon, Ms. Chaudhary.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Yeah.
Very good afternoon, Raji.
How are you? Hope all is well. After the pandemic, I guess this has been the first interaction with the brand as well as Franchise India. I wish the time changes for everybody. Now taking to Latlive. Latlive is a fast fashion retail chain international brand which Alta Vista Lifestyle LLP has brought from Sweden. It's a European concept fast fashion retail stores which we've got everything except groceries. Like in each and every country, India, we all have families. What is important that each family, each household has every age group of people, the family members. We've got everything. Most of the things which every family requires at all age groups in our showroom. The 8 major categories that we have will be stationery, which is for the children as well as the office going people, the men, the working people, the business people, etc. Household for the housewives as well as all the working women also who take care of the houses, etc. Gifts and decor, bags, seasonal, beauty products. We've got cosmetics. We've got non-color cosmetics launched. And in March, we are launching the color cosmetics, that is the nail polish, lipsticks, etc. Digital, everything related to laptops, computers, all the accessories with the phones, etc. is also available at the stores. And last but not the least, fashion accessories is for all the women and a few college going students, even men. We've got plenty of small items in fashion accessories like, hair bands, uh, earrings hai, rings hai, etc. So, which is a very, it is so attractive that when a person sees it, they land up buying. We've got a 80% conversion ratio at our stores. So when we talk about our stores, we have to assure that we've got maximum footfalls because 80% is guaranteed as it is a very impulsive buying. We all have families over here and we might visit any such store and we realize we land up buying something or the other because they look so attractive. Here it is not the need, but it is the attraction towards the design that we land up buying, even if we had. So that is the reason we have a impulsive, that is the reason we got 80% conversion ratio. Okay. This brand was brought by Alta Vista Lifestyle, who is having other businesses also, which are into high-end furniture like Molteni and C, Bonaldo, etc. And the company is still into bringing in new brands from out of the country. The reason being the demand in our country of the best products and stylish products, and like they're different maybe, which are not available here, or even if which are available, they are not affordable if we are going in for that quality. So that is the reason we have brought in brands. Latlib has got 900 plus stores across the world. In India, we've got 26 stores operational. To name 6 stores in Hyderabad, Ambikapur, Chhattisgarh, Sambalpur, Odisha, 3 in Chennai, 1 in Bangalore, 2 in Surat, 1 in Ahmedabad, 1 in Lucknow. We are coming up with 1 more store in Lucknow. Kanpur, we are coming up with 2 more stores, though we have 1. And just that 1 store owner who's been our franchise for past 1.5 years, he is going in for 2 more stores. So if there is business, I guess then only he is going in for 2 more stores. So I believe that the people who join us will definitely look at more expansion. The strength of our company is supporting the franchisees. That is where we have won, or that is where we have actually been very successful, because the whole game in this business is the stocks. And that's where, in spite of pandemic, I've been able to do 2 master franchisees plus a few stores which I have finalized during the pandemic, and they have opened just post the pandemic. The reason being is that the reference that they've got is that the parent company supports and stands by each and every franchisee. So what we believe is giving stock, making sure the franchisee does make money. We have increased the percentage than what it was pre-COVID. We are giving a little more benefits to the franchisees, and we have come down a little with the expenses where we can, give better benefits to the franchisee if he takes our brand. Right? In case Archana ji or Sonia ji, anything, please.
Good, Chair. You can complete the presentation and then we'll go ahead with the questions.
Sure. Latlib is a Scandinavian inspired lifestyle. The reason there are a few brands, like being European is our color combination and the type of products that we have. We've got designers in Sweden manufactured, yes, in China, but Hong Kong also and Vietnam also. And the stocks that we have are all subtle colors, European colors. They are not very, jazzy. They look rich. That is the difference in a European lifestyle and any other lifestyle. Every month we bring around 200 to 300 new products, because what happens is that you got repeated customers in your stores. So what we do is that whenever we order stock, we assure that 2 to 300 new SKUs are ordered, so that our repeat customers also get, every time they come to a store, they get something new to see. Jade Invest is our partner in Latliv, and he's based out of Sweden. Being the major partner for Latliv International, they have put in so much of funds in the company that we assure that most of the manufacturing has no faults, and our designers are all in Jade Invest office. Financially, Jade Invest is very strong. Alta Vista Lifestyle, as I mentioned, we've got plenty of verticals, and one of the vertical is Latliv. The major people from Alta Vista Lifestyle who are the directors in the brand are Mr. Manoj Agarwal, Mr. Hitesh Rajpura, and Mr. Dwij Shah. We've got very competent directors who have a vast experience in retail as well as imports. Imports as well as exports, but here we are talking about imports. We've got, like in all the verticals, we have mostly international brands. Hence, we have a hands-on to imports, import policies. We are strong with each and every country, not only China. We've got all the furniture, etc., coming in from France, Italy being the hub of lifestyle. So, all the directors have been into this business since past 12 years into imports. So we have a hands-on to plenty of the businesses, hence our expertise is used in Latliv. As I just mentioned, we have a Javed Habib master franchise for Delhi as well as Haryana and NCR. All the furniture that you see, the brands on the screen that you see is most of the furniture, which is a very high-end furniture. We do turnkey projects across Western India, and now South India we've also taken. Hence, as I just mentioned, we are into imports. This business we are into past 12 years. So we've got a vast experience with regards to the furniture business as well as retail business, automation, drain vac, and lifestyle. To associate with franchise as a franchise for Latliv is very, very easy. We cater to the metros as well as the 3-tier. We've got 2 different concepts, and all the investment totally depends upon the square feet. It's a franchise-owned, franchise-operated model. Investment starts from 25 lakhs plus GST wherever it is applicable. Location should be either on a high street or a mall, because we require footfalls. As mentioned earlier, the business is totally dependent upon the footfalls. Hence, we look at malls or high streets which are very happening and which have got a high footfall. Margins, earlier we were sharing 38%. We've just started giving 40% from 1st of January 21. Reason being that we want to support the franchisees more, that they make a little more money and they can look at more business. There are some advantages of this. It's a very lucrative business, low operating cost. It is just the rentals which we have to look at, and negotiate rightly, because the other expenses that you have is just the salaries, electricity cost, and transportation. It's easy to join, higher ROI, fastest growing retail chain in India. Last year we just had around 7 operational. Today we are on 26. We are doing very well. It's an international brand, fast fashion Scandinavian retail stores. We've received many international awards, and all the products that we have are very, very affordable, from a range of 55 to 2,500. So any middle class, upper middle class is our customer. Even a rich premium person is also our customer, because the feel and look of the products are awesome. Sometimes people are scared to enter the store because they feel it will be very expensive, but when they enter in, they'll see the prices. It's very, very affordable. These are the product lists that we have. Bags, we've got cosmetic containers, fashion, mini bags, totes, wallets, men's wallets, women purses, women wallets, electronics, digital, as I mentioned, everything related to phones, laptops, and computers. Fashion jewelry for all age groups. Beauty and products is skincare, toiletries, as well as all the beauty tools that are required to put makeup. Home accessories, we've got, things like napkins, scrubbers, um home decor, household essentials. We've got fry pans, saucepans, mugs, tea mugs, insulation. Then we've got green tea jars, etc. I mean, there are plenty of which you will be, very difficult, because we've got 4,600 SKUs. So it will be very difficult for me to tell you now. But at a time at your store, you will have at least minimum 2,200 SKUs, because you have to keep rotating, you have to keep ordering new, we keep bringing in new products. Hence, and hopefully by end of this year, we should be having 6,000 SKUs. Homewares, that is the fragrance, the humidifiers, the perfumes, the room fresheners, etc. Seasonal products like umbrellas, then gloves, winter shawls, etc. Stationery and gifts, we've got mostly everything. Even related to sports, we've got, skipping ropes, yoga mats, then all the exercises that you can do at home. We've got small things that you can, if you don't have time to go to a gym or something, you can do all the exercises at home. Plus soft toys, of course, that is the highest selling product, because we are getting all the soft toys from outside, because we are not ready to compromise on the quality. We've got the best quality of soft toys in India. These are a few pictures and samples of what I just mentioned. Kitchen essentials, fashion jewelry, health and beauty, homewares. In some of our products, we get a call that we just want your product. We went to this city, we saw this product, we like it. They call up our head office. We supply it to the nearest store, because maybe in their own city they don't have a store, but they have visited somewhere. So we get plenty of calls and we are supplying goods. Bluetooth speakers, bags, totes, the kids' bags. These are a few awards that we've received due to the designs and the color combinations that we have. They are very subtle colors that we have, which are very rich in look. A few expos that we've participated in, mostly with Franchise India, of course. All are at Franchise India expos. We are present in these states right now, and we are looking for more states across India. We are inviting franchisees to please join us. For any details, please contact Franchise India, or you can also contact through Franchise India. We'll connect. Any questions you have, I'm free to answer. We are looking forward for the metros as well as the smaller towns which have got a very high potential, because they don't get that quality. Though the people have a spending power, they don't have the capacity. I mean, they don't have anywhere to shop. So they, whenever they go to bigger cities, they shop. So if they have something in their own town, it will be much better. Now, just for your information, my last finalized store is in Sultanpur, which just has a 2 lakh population. But they have got people who can afford, but they have to go either to Lucknow or Banaras to buy anything. So we are coming up with a new store in Sultanpur and Erode near Coimbatore. So these two are very small towns. But the reason for having franchisees there is that people can shop for whatever things. They don't have to go outside to a bigger city. So we invite franchisees from metros as well as 3 tiers.
Thank you very much, Raji. Now, this is a great opportunity. This is a category which started without this variety retail. Variety retail was started in China and it took the world with race. And a lot of companies in the country, European companies, and a lot of Japanese companies actually got into this business. This is a fast lifestyle stores. It is a combination of a lot of home, fashion, aesthetic, and a lot of other things, back to school. All that comes together. This was a new category which was actually started about 6-7 years back and started going all over the world. You saw it expansion. About 20,000 stores and above would have been created in last 4 or 5 years between a lot of companies. And India also saw this happening about 3-4 years back. We saw Chinese companies like Minisoos and likes of them really coming. Now, Letleaf is a great example because they are a European design company, and being a European design, they're aesthetically very different, very high quality of produce. And they also, because the background of the company comes from a very large import background, and they're in the luxury space of furniture, they understand the merchandise collection which would suit the Indian market. One of the advantages Letleaf has today is that they have a much superior merchandise, which suits the marketplace for India. And they also have done a lot of hard work in last few years to really stabilize the business model. A lot of businesses were not stable. You were not having consistent supply chain and things of that nature, but their business is extremely stable. Again, comes from the background of import company and so forth. And now with running 25 stores, this is a great opportunity. Another thing which I would like to highlight is the retail business is always about per square feet efficiencies. Variety retail would do one of the best in class retail efficiency store turnovers. So it works like even fast fashion works, much larger turnarounds of stock, which would do. And this would be my first question to start with. What is the stock turnovers you would see in your average store? And give us an average of a high performing store, not so performing store. What would be your stock turnovers in their stores currently?
Mr. Maria, answering to your question, everything totally depends upon the city, the population, and the rentals. As I mentioned earlier also, rentals play a very crucial role in our category. The reason being, I'll just give you an example of Chennai. One of our store in Chennai does 45 lakhs, but the rentals are around 6 lakhs. And another store does around 18 lakhs to 22 lakhs, but the rentals are just around 1.75 to 2 lakhs. So everything revolves around the type of people, the location where you are based. So the sale, my lowest sale in any city is around 8 lakh, and my highest is around 45 to 50 lakhs in Chennai. As again mentioned, the type of walk-ins that you have, the city that you're in present. Now, if we are talking about Sambalpur, I'm present in Sambalpur also. I'm present in Ahmedabad also. I'm present in Surat also. Again, the other, what matters a lot is whether you are on a high street or if you are in a mall. Now, if you are in a mall, as the two examples of Chennai that I gave you, both are in malls, but both the malls are in different areas of the city. Chennai is huge. So categorizing that per square feet will totally and totally depend upon the rentals and the type of walk-ins that you have. Even if the person is doing 6 lakh sales, still he's in a win-win situation. He earns more than what a 40 lakh sales is doing because the rentals are different. Right? So we need to focus on footfalls as well as rentals. If we focus on these two things, we are successful. It is not that if you're doing 1 CR business, uh, they are doing high business. It's not that if you're doing a 7-8 lakh business, you're doing a low business. A 7-8 lakh person might be having such rentals that he will be making more money than what a 40 lakh person does. So the two crucial things in this business are your rentals and the footfalls. So what we need to focus while selection of a location is totally and totally these two things. Again, how much competition you have in that particular city. If I talk about Erode or if I talk about Sultanpur, I have no competition. So even if they do around 8 to 10 lakh business, I'm telling you they're going to make much more than what a person is making in a bigger city because there is competition. So if you don't have a competition, of course, it doesn't split. If you have a competition, you have to work on your SKUs, your smart ordering on merchandise. You have to make sure you keep evolving your store with new merchandise all the time. So your customers, your repeated customers, they always find something new and are attracted to again visit your store. So there are many factors with regards to this, yes, but every store does a good business. Even during the pandemic, there were a few stores which were into break even. They were not making money during the pandemic last year. But today they are so happy because the company has supported everywhere, not only with regards to stock, wherever we could, we have helped all the franchisees so they could sustain that period. And today they themselves, a few of my franchisees are looking for more stores in their own cities. Just this thing of Hyderabad example, started with one store. They've taken 2 more stores. All 3 are operational. We are present in GVK Mall, Hyderabad. And I guess many people, if anybody from Hyderabad is here, they will be definitely knowing GVK. Anyone in Andhra, Telangana will know GVK. And it is a crown on Latlev to have GVK Mall. So, well, it's just an example because being present in the best malls like Phoenix Malls, VR Mall, In Orbit Mall, all the big names, we are present there today.
Sure, it's very helpful and very rightly said. This is a business would change from which location you are in. If you are in a top mall like a Phoenix or a GVK or a place like that, obviously rental would be higher, but your throughput would also be higher. Typically, in a business of variety retail, you can go as high as 5 to 6 times stock to turnover ratios. But when you are in a smaller city, your turnovers might be lower, but because you are hedged by your rental being lower, you still make a profitable business. So one has to really equate where you are and which location you want to do. Now, my second question is on the merchandise and stock. This business looks from outside very complex, but you have actually standardized it quite a bit because in multiple categories and multiple structures. So when you do a stock offtake with the franchisee, and I also know that there is a seasonality. Like now, kid stuff would start doing very well. The water bottles and like that because the back to school is coming, and hopefully schools are opening. So if that is happening, so then back to school would become a very big entirety. But in times where you are on a Christmas and places like that, gifting would become very big. For jewelry, gifting, cosmetic, this would become very, very big in a certain period. So how do you really plan your merchandising and how do you really advise your investors, potential franchisees, to change their stock levels? And also in that, if you have aging of the stock or non-moving stock, what is an answers you would do that? Because the biggest worry for any retail franchisee is unsold stock inventories. What is the strategy you have for that?
Yes, the strategy that we have for the unsold stocks. Firstly, you asked on the merchandise of how we do. We have a team that analyzes each and every store, because see, every city has different demands. Every city has different varieties that move faster. Some are slow moving items. But so when we are starting a new store, we assure we put all the categories and most of the stock that we have, all the SKUs. Then we can do an analysis of what is working in that city, what is not working. So first time, after 72 days or maybe 3 months, 90 days, whatever doesn't work, if the franchisee wants to give the stock back, we are open to taking it back. Second order onwards, the franchisee is ordering from the list that they are given of whatever they want and what is high moving in their cities, right? And it is not that we don't take back the stock, but taking back a stock also, has a transportation cost. So the margins become lower, and it becomes a more expensive for the franchisee as well as for the company. So if the stock is non-moving, we try and put it on sale. We try and come out with strategies. We try and come out with offers. We try and do some clubbing of the goods, etc., that the non-moving items are sold. In spite of that, if you feel that you would like to return, the company doesn't say no, but it is very, very selective, because the transportation cost the franchisee bears once. He again sends back, he bears it again. Again, the company would send it somewhere else. Again, that person, if he feels it, then one thing and transportation cost keeps accumulating. So we have to try and utilize the best ways to dilute the stock in the city. Otherwise, last option is there.
Sure. It makes a good, so there's a lot of sense company would have on the aging, and they would also bring in predictability. I'll take
We
one
don't
more
have a
question.
dumping policy. We don't have a dumping policy.
So I'll take one more question and then pass it on to Sonia for doing it. How is the site selection? Are you also assisting in the site selection? A lot of people come with the interest to do that, but they don't have ability to really reach out to shopping mall owners and get the right kind of site. Are you also in touch with shopping malls? Because
We are. Yes, we are.
so site selection is also assisted by them, so they would also help you. So the three things which are very important that you need to know: assessment of your location, what kind of a throughput the location would be able to do, how much rental you're paying. If you have your own property, a lot of property owners are also coming in, then it's even more advantage to you. So you have no limitations. That's one part. So always bring in predictability. Ideally, situation is that you should not be able to pay for any property which is not than your 5 to 7% of your sales throughput number. So always see from a perspective that you're paying 1 lakh rupee, you need to achieve a 7 to 8 lakh rupees sale kind of a structure, or maybe 10 lakh rupees plus sales to do that. Initially, you will get to 7-8 lakh rupees for the first 2 quarters, and then you would get to 10 plus. But eventually, it should set down to 7 to 8%, not beyond that. You will not be able to make financial sense of it. So that's one part. The second is your merchandise planning. Merchandise, you would get first time the stock, you understand what is moving. You need to also work very closely with the company, so understand what is moving, what is not moving, and you can change your structure and also bring in a certain amount of predictability. Now, because they've done a couple of cycles and seasons, so they have understanding on what quarter what would happen, and they would continue to innovate and bring the business. And third is they're helping you on a site selection. So if you are on the right site and the rental is rightly negotiated, it's very rare you will go wrong in the business of retail. Then the only thing which is left is the quality of merchandise, which they have very strong quality of merchandise. So over to you for questions and taking some questions from the audience.
Thank you so much, Haji. And I was going through some of the questions from the audience. We've covered few, but others I'd like to pick and request friends, if you have any city preference, you may also put your cities. Chaji, first question which I wanted to pick up was on the SQs. You mentioned you currently have about 4,600 SQs, and there's another SQ which should also be available by the end of the year or the next few months. You mentioned about 6,000 odd SQs you would have, and any outlet needs to have a minimum of 2,200 SQ. How are these SQs selected for an outlet, and based on your experience of running these stores, and I see you have fair presence across a lot of states. So how are these selected, is there some data which is currently available with the company, which is also given to the franchisee for selection of the SKUs?
At the first level, as we mentioned, we've got 8 categories. In the 8 categories, we've got, subcategories. In the subcategories, see, now we have to understand that some stores are 500 square feet, 700 square feet, 600 square feet, some is 2000 square feet, some is 1600 square feet. So according to the store design, we have to do a stock selection, assuring that all the categories are covered. So what we do is the number of pieces that go, the number of designs that go, the number of colors that go, we have to be very, very selective to assure all the categories are covered. So you understand that a 500 square feet might not have the full range what a 2000 square feet will have, right? So we have to do a smart selection with regards to color combinations and the categories and the subcategories. Now, if it's a very small city, we'll assure the rates of the stock. We will also assure the color combinations of the stock. Then we analyze the state, and like we've got, like, for example, if Tamil Nadu, I've got 3 stores. Now I know the trend in Tamil Nadu now because I've already have an analysis of the moving and non-moving. Then again, secondly, I come to a smaller or a bigger town. Then I come to the spending capacity, what will move and what will not move. So proper analysis is done before sending the stocks from our company. As I mentioned, first time the company will select. However, the franchisee also gets the right to share his inputs with the brand, and then accordingly together we can plan and send the stock. Second time onwards, anyways, he gets a list and he orders whatever he prefers to order.
Okay, very helpful. And the other question which I also wanted to pick up is, from one of our audience, Mr. Rahul Raj Rathi. He has a couple of questions, and maybe I'll put all these questions together, or maybe we can split that. Where I think we did cover on the rental part, but he would like to understand typically, because every city based on the location and also on the property, place, so maybe it's a mall, if it's a high street, and also the area which is required, the rentals would be different. But what are the average rentals you suggest a franchisee needs to look for?
As I mentioned, if I talk about, see, again, it's a very vague thing when we are talking about this, because see, it is with city. Again, when we are talking about Hyderabad, Delhi, now Delhi and Mumbai can't be compared. Delhi and Hyderabad cannot be compared because the Delhi rentals are just, so everything depends upon the city, whether the rental, again, if it's a mall or a high street, again, that will be different. So this is a very vague thing to ask what the rentals should be. I would see, some places I've got a rental as low as 50,000. Some places I've got rentals as high as 7 lakhs. But then the business is also different. The malls are also different. The walk-ins are also of a different category totally. So this would again depend upon which city it is. If you clarify the city, I can suggest, then again, mall and high street will be different. Again, in a high street, if you have in a main market, a 500 square feet shop could cost you 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs. Whereas a high street somewhere else could cost you just 1 lakh with a bigger store. So again, it depends upon the location, the site and the city. Then we can tell you whether it is low or high, because it will be very vague of me also to answer this question. I would love to, however, like I'll tell you, as I just mentioned to you, Chennai. In one of the mall, I'm paying 1.75 for 800 square feet. In another mall for 2000 square feet, I'm paying 7 lakhs. Right? But the footfall is different, as well as the clientele is different. And the business is also different. Whereas both are approximately earning the same.
And I would also say proportionately your throughput also of the business maybe improves if the rental is higher. These are premium locations, your footfalls are higher, your typical APCs for a consumer who buys in also comparatively higher. Okay. Chaji, other question is broadly on the supply chain, how it operates typically, and what is the time turnaround time for any kind of supply chain to reach to the outlet? And also on the credit period on the stocks, how are these purchases? Is there any credit term which is given to the partner on the supplies?
Total supplies are on advance payments because the company itself makes advance payments to the parent company, and then only the stock is released from the warehouse of the parent company. The supply chain is whatever stocks come, they come to Mumbai, Nawashera. Then it takes around 5 to 6 days for it to clear the customs and reach Surat, which is our warehouse in Gujarat. Surat is our warehouse. All the barcoding, everything is done over here. Until then, orders are taken from each and every franchisees, and it takes 3 to 4 days from here. After all the barcoding and all is done, all the systems are entered, then the invoices are made and transported. Now, if it's Bombay, then from Surat to Bombay, it is just overnight. Now, even if it is Mumbai, my franchisees have got 4 stores in Mumbai, but still the stock will come to Surat, get barcoded here and go back to Mumbai. The transportation cost is to be borne by the franchisee, not from Bombay to Surat that came, but from Surat to their outlet where it goes, will be borne by the franchisee.
Okay.
Now, it takes one night for them from Surat to Mumbai. It takes 5 hours from here to Ahmedabad. But like when we are talking about Chennai, we are talking about Hyderabad, we are talking about Mohali, we are talking about Bareilly, it would take around 5 to 7 days period. Again, soft toys, as per the government norms today, some licenses, some clearance and customs take a little more time. So soft toys clearance takes around 10 to 12 days to clear at the customs. So that will take a little more time to be dispatched. But however, between 1 week to 12 days is the time that it comes from the customs to Surat. We do all the process here, and then it takes 3 days to 4 days for us to dispatch it to the franchisees, and then the time from Surat to their location, whatever the transporter takes.
Okay, all right. And what is the typical MRP? If you can also give maybe a bracket of the typical prices across the 8 categories.
55 rupees to 2,500 rupees. Lowest is 55, highest is 2,500. We've come up with one bed covers that is one odd 2,800 and one Bluetooth speaker that is 2,800, but that is very exceptional. But if we are talking about the bulk, 55 to 2,500.
The other question which I'm seeing is from Mr. Vimal. He would like to know, is there any kind of minimum stock which needs to be ordered, after the first stock, the outlet needs to be replenished with fresh stock. So is there a minimum order that needs to be placed?
We guide the franchisee to take at least that much stock that he has sold. Like, for example, I'm giving you 40% margin. Now you made a sale of 2 lakh. I'm just giving an ad hoc example. You've done a sale of around 7 lakh rupees. Okay. In that you minus 40%. So how much sales have you done? At least if you order that much stock, your store will look full. In short, your store should not look empty. If your store doesn't look, packed, it affects your business that you've not got anything. People don't look at what is there. They look at what is not there. So that is what we advise. However, it is up to them what to order and how much to order. We are free for ordering, or we are free for supplying as much as they order. But our advice would be that the store should not look empty.
Right. The other question which I'm seeing is on, because I have Mr. Raman Pillai, he has one of our partners also. He says since this business is highly dependent on imports, and because of the current import policies which would come in, do you see any problem with the supply chain in the future?
Not at all. I have been getting supplies from July till now, and pre-COVID we were aware about the situation and we were hands-on. We were ordering 2 containers a month in January and February, and first 15 days of March we ordered 2 containers every week. So we were saved so that we could help all the franchisees to have stock till September, and in July anyways everything opened up.
All right, good. Raji, if you could also, while we understand your current spread and presence, which would be your most important cities or priority locations where you wish to enter? I also have Maharashtra being asked by one of our partners if Maharashtra is a focus and if yes, any important locations within Maharashtra which is being targeted by the company.
Maharashtra, I would like to be present in Nagpur. I would like to be present in Pune. I would like to be present in Nasik. I would like to be present in smaller towns like Akola. And we're talking about Sholapur, Kolhapur, that belt. I guess, Maharashtra has a lot of potential with regards to this business because they do have a spending capacity. So smaller towns are welcome, but yes, Nasik, Nagpur, and Pune are my priorities. I've got 4 stores in Mumbai. Thane, I'm looking for one, and suburbs. Like I've got 2 stores in Vashi, Seawoods Grand Central, and in Orbit. So I would like to go in for like Khargar hai. There are different even Panvel hai, where it's highly populated. They have to travel to other places. So if we have somewhere there also, we are fine. But Pune, Nasik, and Nagpur, yes, a priority.
All right. And outside Maharashtra, any other important cities or states?
Indore. Indore is my priority. Agra is my priority. Then Jaipur is my priority. Jodhpur is my priority. Rajasthan, anywhere, in fact. Udaipur, Ajmer, I'm open to.
All right.
So Rajasthan, Indore, and south, I'm looking at Bangalore, Coimbatore, Madurai. In Andhra, Telangana, I'm looking at Nizamabad. I'm looking at Kakinada, Rajahmundry, etc. I'm looking at east very much. The whole eastern I need to cover. So if you can help me in the east, nothing like it.
Okay. Cool. Maybe quickly 2, 3 questions. I just saw about 5, 6 questions coming in. One is from Mr. Devendra Singh, and who would like to know if the company is also operating online, any kind of fulfillment which is done to the partners in cases of online sales also happening.
We don't do online sales because it will kill all our stores, first of all. So if we get into online today, it might look very lucrative to you, but ultimately we are into a retail concept and store concept. Secondly, you can look at it the other way around. You can go in for corporate ordering, like Diwali is coming. You be smart. You've got contacts. You take advances. You finalize the things. You give the orders to the company will place the order to the parent company. Maybe we will work out a little more margins for you because it is a bulk order, etc. So we can work out on corporate ordering rather than going into online ordering.
Okay. All right. And, I also see a lot of other cities. For example, North is a focus. I see Vizag, Bangalore, Delhi being asked, and these are important cities to get in. And one, I think, location, Bangalore, dear Mr. Madhukar, I think he has put this again. He wanted to visit some of the stores, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers who are coming today on this webinar would like to visit some of the locations which maybe Franchise India teams in these cities can facilitate for you. And Chaji, would you want to suggest maybe?
One thing, I need one in Delhi, which is a compulsion.
Okay. All right. So that being one. So what we can do is we can maybe fix up a date, and I do see a lot of people asking locations and where exactly these stores operate. I'm sure they would want to visit. So what I'm saying is Franchise India teams can facilitate all these meetings and also calls with you sometime in the coming week. If any such date is available, Chayaji, अगर आप बताना चाहती हैं, how do we go about it? Any
just give me a call at least 15-20 minutes before that, before taking any call, in case I'm into a meeting or something. Otherwise, I'm mostly available except if I'm on a flight. Except for flights, because I'm a regular traveler.
एक डे विजिट कर रहे हैं, एक डे प्लान कर रहे हैं जिस दिन सारे हमारे ऑफिसेज और हमारे कंसल्टेंट जो हैं वो 80+ सिटीज के अंदर हैं, तो वो लोग सब अपने प्रोस्पेक्ट्स को वेरीफाई करके क्वालिफाई करके आपसे फिर एक दिन मीटिंग कराएंगे. तो अगर हम 26 रख सकें, 26 हाउस यू प्लेस्ड, आर यू अवेलेबल?
26th of February is which day?
It's Friday.
Friday I'm available.
तो तो फ्राइडे को फ्रेंड्स वी आर कीपिंग अ डिस्कवरी डे. डिस्कवरी डे एक स्पेशल एक्टिविटी है जिसके अंदर हम आपको इन डेप्थ 101 डिस्कशन कराते हैं ब्रांड के साथ, क्योंकि अभी तक जो आपने सीखा है वो आपने जाना है एक जनरल इंफॉर्मेशन, बट नाउ यू हैव लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस विद यू. यू वांट टू स्पेसिफिकली आस्क फॉर दैट सिटी, बिकॉज शायद जी का बहुत एक्सपीरियंस है, जैसे उन्होंने बड़े सिटीज ली तो उनको पता होगा आगरा के अंदर क्या अपॉर्चुनिटी और कहाँ हो सकती है, इंदौर के अंदर कहाँ अपॉर्चुनिटी कैसे हो सकती है. तो उसके लिए आपको इन डेप्थ डिस्कशन करनी है. 26 के लिए आप अपने आप को वो करें, हमारे बिजनेस हॉटलाइन पे एक मैसेज भेजें और कॉल करें, तो हम आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन लेंगे. हमारे नियरेस्ट कंसल्टेंट आपको अप्रोच करेंगे. आपसे डिस्कस करने के बाद, आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन को जानने के बाद, आपको क्वालिफाई करने के बाद, वी विल ऑर्गेनाइज योर 101 डिस्कशन ऑन 26 which is Friday on February. So please reach out, and if you have your own property, then this can be a phenomenal business, great to start. You can build a good business model for you. Even if you don't have property, they will help you to assist you get the right property. So thank you very much, Haji. Anything you want to say to our audience? Anything message?
And if we all have, like for example, just giving an ad hoc example again, like if you've got around 4-5 prospects in Indore or somewhere, 5-6 prospects meetings you want to set in your office, I'm open to traveling. That's fine, provided we get meetings. I am okay, right? So you can keep that option, because as long as we get franchisees in that city.
Sure, absolutely. Over to you, Sonia, for your comments, and then to Archana.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Haji. We'll come back to you with the prospective investors. And friends, all of you are asking for the information in the area requirement. We would also have all the information shared with you along with the financial breakup of the entire investment. And we would take Chahiji's time for coming week and also align your calls. If any one of you would want to visit any of the cities in the current location where the brand is present, we'll also facilitate that for you. Thank you so much, Chaiji, once again. Over to you, Archana.
Thank you so much, Shyam, for joining in today. Thank you so much, Gaurav sir, Sonia ma'am. All the dear participants, thank you so much for sparing time and attending this webinar. Please book your slot to have one-to-one interaction with Chayaji, where you have a chance to get every detailed on 26th of Feb. Please do reach out to us at our business hotline number, which is 97176838838. We request you to save this number in your phone book so that you get a regular update from our side through broadcast messages. Also connect with us at different social handles, information on your screen. You can also visit us at the Facebook page of Franchise India Brands Limited to see previously done webinar and brand summit. You can also write to Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am at their respective LinkedIn IDs. That's the information on your screen. And tomorrow, we request you to do registration at the same business hotline number for yet another informative and educative webinar episode under 246th edition. Devoiler is the brand which we are bringing for you. They are the leading menswear ethnic brand from Kolkata. So do registration today so that you can attend us tomorrow, this particular webinar. Thank you so much once again for joining in today. Have a great day ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Chayaji, once again. Thank you, friends, for coming in. Have a good day.
Thank you.